are we just off air at the moment?
We're live now.
Ah. Hmm.
Oh, did you see this? Their next videos tomorrow is going to be about is atheism real, or are you just mad at God?
Oh, really?
No,
No,
atheism.
I didn't
No,
see that.
it says atheism. Is it real? You're just mad at God. Prove us wrong. That's
Oh, right. Well, I would be happy to, but of course I'm banned from the channel, so the Proverbs Guide channel, so I can't. So they can issue all the challenges they like. They then ban me, so I think they're a bit chicken. Yeah.
oh no. But
Because if they were really, prove us wrong, they wouldn't have me banned. They wouldn't have Big Bad Mama banned, would they? So they're very scared to discuss anything. But never mind, they're not very relevant anyway.
oh, I'm sorry,
That's okay.
but you're a good young man. I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you for being proud of me, Dad.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that picture. Ken with his two, I think grandkids. One of them, said was Stephanie. I think it might be Missing Maud
Where was this?
on that video we showed on the other channel.
All right.
Yeah. So Missing Maud is Kent's granddaughter.
Oh, well. Yeah, that would be a revelation.
Yeah. Would that blow your mind?
Oh, it would blow my mind, or whatever passes for my mind.
Yeah. How was your uh Easter?
It was good. Yes. Yeah. No. It's good. There's
Oh,
not really East where I am in the world at the moment. They don't really do Easter, so yeah. So it's not really a big deal there. So yeah, there's no holiday.
oh, I'm sorry. Dane's
But I
there.
wasn't really working. Yeah. Oh, who's here? Sorry.
No, I mean he's in the comments.
Who's this?
Dan.
Dan. Oh, hello, Dan.
Do you get along with Dan a lot?
Well, we get on okay. We probably have difference of opinions, but that's fine.
Hey, what do you think they talked about the ST demons? Oh no.
Well, I don't believe in that anyway. I think
What
that's a
if they made,
figment.
yeah,
Yep.
made a Doom game called uh Doom versus the ST demons? We play as Cloud fighting against the ST demons.
Well, I don't know who would win. No, but you can't play an imaginary player. So, in my mind, they're a figment of the imagination.
Oh, I found this one guy that looks just like sea signs.
Wow, how unlucky for him. Yeah.
He he lives in Australia.
He lives in a trailer. Oh, interesting.
Australia.
Uh,
Australia.
Australia. All right. Maybe he lives in Australia in a trailer in Australia. That would be hard to say, wouldn't it? I live in a trailer in Australia.
Oh, do they get in fights with kangaroos?
Well, he might. Yeah. Maybe he has boxing lessons with them. They're very good boxers.
Oh. What about you? Are you a good boxer?
Well, I don't like to reveal all my secrets, but put it this way. I can make a cardboard box as well as the rest of them. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I know. Pretty impressive, eh?
Yeah. Uh, what goes? Oh, yeah. Here's this other guy I need to tell you about. His name. First time I heard of him, his name was Armored Christian.
Right.
He was going up he responded to guys like Armored Skeptic,
Ah,
and later on, he's this Armored Christian guy said that he prayed to God and God told him he's the new Jesus.
wow. Mm.
And then later on, now he changed his name to Lucifer because he says he wants to lead a rebellion against God. It's crazy to punch God, I guess. And then he says in heaven, you can smoke all the weed you want and drink all the beer you want.
Oh, well, I think he's psychologically damaged, somehow.
It's crazy.
Maybe has had too many substances. I don't know. But I
He-
don't take any notice of people like that. They purely are entertainment,
yeah, I love to see him talk to Lucifer from Brett's show. That'd be a good.
Right. Yeah. Is Brett still doing shows, or is he not? Has he
I'm not
given up?
sure. Last show I heard they had was Miss Maud and Adam was on there,
Ah,
but that's all. I haven't heard any other shows from him.
is Missing Mod on air today? Is she in,
I'm not sure.
in the?
I don't see in her comments or anything, but
Yeah, I have to look. Where can I see the comments?
right here,
Right.
like this.
Ah,
See?
all right.
Claude, what would you do if you became the king of France?
I would make free frogs' legs for everybody.
Oh. But you better be careful. I heard Lupin's attracted to frogs. Hi, Dan.
Hello, you two.
How are you today?
Hello.
I'm doing well. Just in between the jobs, I was figured I'd come in and say hi and see that the more you talk, though, the more Claude and I have things in common.
Oh, that's
yeah, that's a good thing. Neither of us are worried about a new Jesus, I don't think, or God telling anybody that they are the new Jesus.
yeah. Oh, tomorrow's Orthodox Easter.
The which one?
Orthodox Easter.
Oh, Orthodox. Okay, yeah, I heard there was a few different ones.
Yeah, is that weird?
Oh well, if I can eat chocolate more, I'll any excuse.
Did the Easter Bunny come to your house?
A lot of chocolate did. So, I told my son because he started like I don't know. It's like if you don't want to pretend Easter Bunny, you don't have to partake in any chocolate. So he's on board with it.
Okay. What do you do if Claude became the king of France?
I would become the king landscaper assistant
For the Palace of Versailles, yes.
Oh.
Well, whatever one doesn't have too many hedges. I don't do hedges.
This one has a lot of hedges.
Yeah, the European. I think I resigned as soon as I thought of the European formal gardens, though.
Put it this way, just as you finish doing all the edges, it would be time to start again.
Wow.
It's so big.
Big Bad Mama's here in the comments.
Oh. Hello, Big Bad Mama. How's your trip going to the eclipse? Are you still alive? Or is this a imposter?
Oh, no. Where's it, Dan?
I want to know if this is the real Big Bad Mama.
Dan, what do you think about the eclipse? Do you think the world's going to end because of it?
Baby Dan has a connection problem.
Okay. What about you? Do you think it's going to end, CB?
No, I don't. I don't predict it. Put it this way. I predict the world will not end on the eclipse, all right?
Okay.
So we'll see who is right, whether the Achilles group is right or whether I am right. We will know after the eclipse. We'll check the day after because we'll give them a full, 24 hours afterwards. And then if we're still here, then I was right. If we're gone, Achilles was right. It's just a simple scientific test.
Oh, Big Bad Mama, do you heard about the the ST demons are back to get you? Oh, Big Bad Miss Maud. Yeah, I found out Miss Maud is Kent's granddaughter. Seen the picture. It said Stephanie, so it must be Miss Maud. What do you think?
There is only one Stephanie in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. But what if you found another dimension where you and Miss Maud are the queen and king of France with dirty on their pants?
With what?
Oh, I mean, no. King and queen of France.
France, yeah, right. I couldn't quite. I think I'm lucky to have not heard the last bit.
Okay.
Well, she would be my Mary Antoinette.
Oh, your son is Aiden.
Yes, well, I think, yes, that would be interesting. He's certainly very intelligent, so maybe, a combination of our two brains. Yeah.
Well, guys, is it true in Canada they don't like the French? Is that true?
No,
Canadian
I mean,
English?
I don't think so. I think there's some Canadian French speaking, and there's some Canadian English speaking, and there's
Well,
some both. Yeah.
I heard they're they don't get along in France and in Canada. Is that
Well,
true?
maybe I don't think it's too bad. Maybe years ago there was some fighting, but not now.
But I would be on both sides because I have English and French.
Yes. Well, I think it'd be very good to be able to speak more than just the one language. I think it's a very good skill to have.
Ancestry.
Yeah. Yeah, well, most of us have all sorts of ancestry. If we believe in Adam and Eve, then we really are all related, right?
Yeah.
If we believe in evolution, we are all related too.
Yeah. Are you related to a shoe?
No, because the shoe is an inanimate object.
What about a frog or a cat?
Yes, I think very distantly related. We have
Like
a common ancestor. Many.
Ken Hova says, are you related to a strawberry?
Well, if you go back far enough, I mean, it's slightly ridiculous because one is an animal form of thing, which is a human, and the other is a plant.
Yeah.
So that is getting way back. But I think the idea that we all came eventually different cells formed. Yeah. So but related is. Sort of a loose term.
Yeah. I heard we share a lot of DNA with bananas.
Well, apparently bananas are the proof of God's existence, according to
Great comfort.
Ray Comfort, and broccoli is, according to Kent Hovind, from what I remember.
No one else? We're 95% like a dog.
Oh, well, some of us a bit more than that.
Yeah, is that crazy? Did that blow your mind?
Well, yeah. I mean, all living things are going to have some characteristics.
What if you... I kind of messed up that. Or is that a rainbow? Amoeba shares more of a third of its DNA with us.
Really?
I remember. I'm not sure. I remember Dr. Krauss saying that we are 97% like amoeba.
Well, that's probably right. Yeah.
Oh, does that blow your mind?
Not really.
Oh, would you ever debate sea science over
No.
Littlefoot? Oh,
Or who?
over Littlefoot.
Well, no, I wouldn't waste my time. Yeah, sea science has no concept of seeing science. I don't know how that name got chosen. So no, I wouldn't waste my time. Um, if there's a Bigfoot, produce the evidence.
Oh, Littlefoot versus Bigfoot. You know what Ken always says when they mention Bigfoot? Yeah, my brother had 2 of them.
Sounds like a dad joke or a bad joke, one or the other.
But I want to ask him, what do you do if the clips happen and all the SD demons come out and try to get you?
Well, I think that I would. I don't. I don't think I think I would just stand my ground because I don't believe in them. So,
But they
I don't
believe
believe
in
they
you.
can hurt me.
Oh no! But yeah, it was great. But yeah, that Dustin guy, he's a crazy guy. He's a funny guy. He's crazy.
Oh well, that's the sort of person that creationists would want to get their science from. Them.
Yeah, Dustin Mustin, Tustin, Justin, Custin, Durustin. Do you get any Dustin bucks?
No, I haven't had dealings with him for a long time, so
Yeah.
I
The
really
last time
can't.
it was on P Town's show. P Town Theory. He said, oh no.
What?
Mark went to the Walmart and they run out of rocket gas. Oh no. That must be the sign of the end of the world.
Was Mark building a rocket to take
Yeah.
someone into orbit?
Yeah.
And he couldn't get the gas, so all he needs is the gas
Yeah.
for the space mission.
Oh, he was working on an AI machine. He can have it be you. Oh, what if it turns out you're an AI machine? You just didn't know it.
Well, many people say to me, Claude, you're a machine, but not many people have said I'm an AI machine.
Oh, okay. Kent made a comment about rocket gas.
Oh.
That's what Mark said.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Are they going
Mark,
to come on the show? Get them to come on and talk.
come on the show, buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're having a challenge towards atheists. Say, atheism, is it real? You're just mad at God. Prove us wrong.
Well, how can you prove a negative? But as I say, I can't prove them wrong, so that's a false challenge. But the reason is that I am banned from being on their channel, or blocked, or whatever you want to call it, and the same as Big Bad Mama. So they can issue all the challenges and, pound the ground like a raging bull all they like, but it's all nonsense because they're the ones that are too chicken to discuss the topic with me.
Do you think they will allow Aiden on there?
Well, possibly, but yeah, I don't know.
What about
It's not the same as issuing a challenge to prove them wrong and then not letting you on to prove them wrong. It's just plain ignorant. Yeah.
Wow. Are you going to do a response video to him?
No, I don't think I'll bother. If I can't go on the show, if I'm a second-class citizen, because of them, no, why bother?
Oh, Mark Stone loves chicken.
Baptist chicken?
Yeah. Chicken eating Baptist. Are you a chicken eating Baptist?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I do eat a bit of chicken.
Oh. You ever ate chicken strips?
Chicken shrimps or chicken strips?
Strips.
I don't know what they are.
You chop them up into strips.
Oh, well, I probably have. Yeah.
Oh, you ever ate chicken cooked like fish?
Well, I suppose chicken depends how you cook fish. To me, chicken doesn't taste like fish,
But does fish taste like chicken?
Well, funnily enough, some of the fresh fish can taste a bit like chicken. It's the old fish that gets a bit smelly,
You serious?
Yeah. If you go and you have a fish meal and it really smells strong of fish, it's probably not the best fish.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna ask him. Yeah, that one video they put up. I remember seeing that the first video I ever saw of Ken Hova, where he took on 3 professors.
Oh well, yeah, and lost.
Yeah, it was crazy. But I think they cut out the part where Eric Hova hosted, like, tell you about Ken Hova.
Yeah.
They cut that part out in the complete beginning.
It's all the same, so it doesn't matter. Everybody's heard it, many times.
Yeah, it was crazy. When the first time you ever heard of Ken Hovine?
I don't know, maybe 15 years past. A long time.
Wow. You serious?
Yes, but I can't remember how I first heard, but I've known of him for a long, long time.
Wow. Yeah, Miss Mudd, I guess it's his granddaughter.
So I understand, yeah.
But Mark, he's what they call the Great Mark. He's the original Marxist. But all right, do you hear that? Oh, he started to hear that, Claude.
Started to hear what?
What you said.
Oh.
He's sorry about that.
Who said what? Sorry? Who's sorry?
Oh, Mark. He said he's sorry to hear about that.
Oh. Never mind.
Yeah. Do you think, would you ever go to school teach by Ken Hova?
Not in a subject in which I had no qualifications, so no. So, for example, if I was a qualified gym instructor, I would go to school and teach gym. If I was a qualified let me think of the topic. If I was a qualified chef, I could go to school and teach cooking. But not if I don't go and teach math because I don't have any qualification in math. I might be okay at it. I might be able to remember some words, but it doesn't mean I'm a good teacher of it or good at it myself.
Mark said he's sorry you know about Hovind for so long.
Oh, yes, I know. No, I've known it would be quite a while. I've known. Yeah, it's amazing how these people you get to know or you get to hear of them. I think YouTube is one of the biggest things because I don't do Facebook or anything, but YouTube is one of the biggest things to get to know. Yeah, that's how I think I probably eventually heard of him or whatever. Yeah.
Oh. Do they have movies in France? Like, same from America there?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, look. Oh. What do you think that? What Mark said.
I can't really read. It's on my phone. What does it say? Can you just read?
Just get a
diploma mill doctor's degree and you can peer review your own research. Yes, that's exactly right. Because I made that criticism of Kent.
Yeah, he puts a Kent in Kentucky.
No, that's very good. He's got that right.
Yeah. But what do you do if Kent took over the world?
Oh dear, I don't know. I think I would leave for Mars as soon as possible.
Well, if he captured you and put you in his dungeon and have Steve Lynn take care of you.
Oh my God. No, that I think I would have to. I would rather die.
Oh. But you could break out with your great clawed powers and fight.
Well, yes, if I had those, that would be good. But
Yeah. If you took over the world, what would you do with Kent Holbein?
Well, I think. Okay, I don't know. I don't believe in banning people, right, or blocking them. So he should be able to express his views. I would just make sure there is enough resource to counter his misinformation.
Would you ever put Ken in a zoo?
No, I wouldn't want to scare the other animals.
Okay. But what would you do if you fall into another dimension where you and Miss Maud are married and the king and queen of the earth?
Ooh, no, king and queen of the earth. I would just try and make everything fair for everybody, and I would want to take care of the poor and the sick. And, I don't think there should be the big gap between the very wealthy and people who have nothing, especially people who work hard, and they still find themselves hard to live properly, and that they work very hard. So we would have to try and change that.
What would you have Kent be charge of?
I don't think that I would have Kent in charge of anything.
Oh, okay.
Maybe gardening.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe that's it.
Do you know he named his dog AJ?
I think I had heard that. Yes.
I wonder what the AJ stand for the dog. With just letters or?
Yeah, I don't know.
But what would you do if you got in a debate with Steven?
I'll probably win.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think of that one guy Steven talks about a lot? Ron Wyatt.
Right. Well, I don't believe Ron Wyatt discovered all those things. I think that's fanciful. Yeah. And I just don't believe it.
Oh. But he believes in you.
Well, he maybe, yes. Yeah, I would have to see the evidence, and the evidence is, from my opinion, doesn't stack up. So no, I don't think he discovered Noah's Ark.
Oh, do you know that Miss Outcast and Scott Kettle are a couple now?
No, I didn't. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. What if they got married and had a kid named? What do you think they should name their kid? It was a boy. Aiden?
Let me think. Hovendinio.
Oh. But Ghost of the Ball Show? That's funny.
Oh my goodness.
Claude, what you been doing in that country? Are you taking over the world there?
Yeah, I have a secret plot. Yeah,
Oh no.
and I have a white cat sit on my knee,
Oh
and
no.
we plan to take over the world and the galaxy, and maybe one day the universe.
Oh. What
Just for
about
something.
Mars?
What about what?
What about Mars?
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't really think I'd want to spend time on Mars. So no, I don't really like it.
What about Canada?
Canada's lovely, isn't it? So yes, take over that.
Oh, you ever heard of Phantom Thing X?
No, I don't really know.
He's
I think I might have heard them occasionally. Yeah.
You could say he's the original Hovenite. Back in the
Yeah.
2000s, he like took all what Kent does and we put it out there, I guess. Like like reteach all Kent's stuff out there, repackaging and selling out teach it to everyone and stuff. It was crazy.
Uh,
He's from Canada, eh? And he got in a fight. You ever heard of Thunderfoot?
yes, I have. Yeah.
He also took on Kent too, and Phantom Thing X. And
Yeah. Thunderfoot was very good. Very good. Hello, are you there? Hello. Oh, yes. Yeah.
okay, yeah, things got so crazy that Mark Logan. Anyways, got so crazy he ended up what he did something Thunderfoot, and Thunderfoot got him in trouble, and Phantom Thing X ended up had to leave on YouTube.
Oh my goodness.
It was crazy. I would have liked to see Phantom Thing X talk to Aiden. That'd be
Yes.
good. They could debate.
Ghost, I am getting so sleepy. I have to go to sleep.
Okay.
Is there someone else can come on the show and talk, or can you talk to the people in the chat?
Everyone, do you want to come on?
Come on, come on. Keep Ghost company. Anyway, I say goodbye, and I may can be in the chat, but this is very early hours of the morning here, so I'm so
Thank
tired.
you for coming on.
Thank you. Oh, good. Goodbye.
Bye. Hi, Dane, and hi, Miss Outcast.
Hello.
How are you guys
Hello.
today?
I'm awesome. Bye bye.
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
Doing all right. How was your day?
Claude took off.
Yeah, he was tired. He needed to go night-night.
Oh my! He was putting me to sleep. He kept yawning, and so I was like, "Oh, I gotta." And I started yawning too. I got a phone call, and it kicks me off. Is there any way on a cell phone to keep it on the live show when a phone call comes in? Do you know that, Gigi?
Oh, yeah. Happens to Father Charles a lot.
Okay, so it's not something we can deal with.
Yeah. Do you ever talk to P-Town?
I do not. I mean, I think I've talked to him a little bit high, that type of stuff. But actually, after the Mark thing, I wanted to talk to him. That was interesting.
We used to give him Miss Outcast. P-Town Theory.
Yeah. I have a bit of an issue with him. I wish he actually was fully the person he portrays himself as when he comes on, but unfortunately he's not. I don't know why. I don't know if it's I don't know why. but it makes him unreliable and
PC P-Clown? P-Town, he's a crazy guy. I call him Praise Town. He's a hybrid of P-Town and Praise I Am.
Oh.
You ever see Praise I Am, Dan?
I don't know. Not specifically acknowledge it. I'm if they've been on around here for the last, couple years, I would have seen them in comments.
He has his own channel. He mainly's on there.
Oh no, I haven't seen his channel that I know of.
Yeah, Dustin's been on there.
I have to say though about P-Town, I have to give him. I mean, it should be not natural, not obvious. Självklart. Selbstverständlich in German. Self-explanatory. Yeah.
I don't know German though, so.
It should be a given, but I still feel I like to say that he at least he do care about his children, and he does love his children. As I said, it should be a given, but I know it's not. And it's always nice to see parents who actually care about their children.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Now, is he the one that was on with Aaron Raw, or was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Brother Pike, but he goes.
That's one of the things he lies about the reason for why he got kicked out.
Oh.
And he lies when he portrays how he acted when he was on there. And no, I don't want to speak for his state of mind.
Oh. Yeah,
but,
he goes on Aaron Raw's show a lot back in the day. I think he got kicked off.
Yeah, he was people. So it wasn't the people in the panel, and it wasn't. He likes to say that it was the atheists that kind of came after him for defending the Bible. The truth is that he had almost nothing to say because he didn't know anything, basically. I mean, the panel consisted of 2 Bible scholars, 2 Jewish guys who studied as part of growing up, studied what is to us the Old Testament, and a couple of others who are more laymen, but very, very knowledgeable about the Bible. And Peter was kicked out because the Christians, mainly the Christians, there were atheists in the chat as well who wasn't keen on him. But it was because of the Christians who didn't think he made a good he didn't give Christianity a good face, because his views were, he knew so little, his views were so off, and they just didn't like him. That's why he was kicked off. It had nothing to do with him being persecuted. But oh, super echo.
Oh, super echo.
Super echo.
Super echo.
Now, who did they replace him with?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No,
No one.
No one?
What about?
no,
there isn't any.
is it just me? I have a
Is it
super
just
echo.
me? I have a super echo.
Yeah. Damn.
Mark's.
Dan, are you there?
Ooh, that was a relief.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Hello, was that me echoing?
Yeah.
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 But you're not.
Am I?
But you're not.
Yeah, you are echoing
Yeah,
now
you are
as well.
echoing now.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll go out and come back in. I got a phone call, and so I just denied it real quick, but that might have been the problem, so I'll go out and in.
Okay.
Ooh. I like to read this.
Mm-hmm.
It says here, and God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all of the earth, and over every creeping thing that creep upon the earth. So God. Oh, what is this? Wait a minute. Oh. Yeah, and it also says follow the earth and cattle. Or cattle. What is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Cattle and all over the earth and all over every creeping thing creeping upon the earth. So God created man in his own image, and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, replenish the earth, and the replenish, is that possible?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. Replenish. I also heard they say that in the Noah thing too.
Yeah.
I heard replenish back in the days used to mean to plenish. Is that true?
Used to mean what? To.
Like to fill?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, replenish. Re is the prefix re means again.
Oh. I mean, back in the day, it meant something different. Is that true?
No, it's. I mean, the prefix is. I believe it's Latin in origin.
Oh.
Yeah, it has to be. It can't be. It can't be Greek.
Oh.
So it's Latin in origin, which tells us that even it didn't exist prior to Rome, because there were no Latin language prior to that.
Does it mean like do refill it again?
Yeah. So plenish, that's plenty, make plentiful, basically. And re is again. So once again, make it
do you see
plentiful.
a lot of people use that to mean about the what is it called? You ever heard of the gap theory?
Yeah, I have, but I don't really know. I couldn't really tell you what it is.
I heard like with the gap theory that God flooded the world to get rid of the devil and his demons off the earth, and then I guess the devil used to be people. I'm not sure. I remember hearing about the gap theory. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought the gap theory had to do with there being a gap in years in the story. I mean, of course it is, but one that just to kind of make it fit better in with actual history, basically.
Oh.
I don't think it's a very very commonly used explanation. I know too little about it to say anything, but that's the impression I have. But I mean, the church I was part of here way back doesn't take the whole the flood and Exodus and Genesis and the other books in the Old Testament literally, because they know it doesn't fit with actual history. So they have adapted since many years. I mean, over 100 years.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You serious?
Oh yeah.
Oh. You ever Michael Jones? He believed a little bit different. He believed that when it says when God created the heavens and earth, he was talking about when he set everything up and stuff. Where set everything up like you go into a store to start rebuilding back up again. He said something like that, and then he said that and he said the earth was already created when he got here. He was just setting everything up and stuff, and then Adam and Eve were supposed to be representative of mankind everywhere.
Yeah, that's a bit more in line with how the Church of Sweden interprets it. But basically, because it is the Old Testament and it's a Christian church.
Well, he says that God used evolution to create Adam and Eve. What do you think?
Well, I mean, first of all, I have to put myself back in time, because of course I don't believe that. If I did, I would be a Christian. I don't believe in God, so I don't believe he created anything. But even when I was actually working in the church, I always considered the Bible as mainly metaphorical, and when it comes to like the Old Testament, even more so. But I, for instance, didn't believe that there had actually been a guy walking around by the name of Jesus who walked on water. and made water into wine. I viewed it as allegorical and metaphorical, and I was very surprised when I learned that others in the church actually thought that had happened, but didn't view. I mean, if you believe that Jesus walked on water and turned water into wine, then it's not far stretched to believe that there was a guy named Moses who parted the Red Sea, even though we have literally no evidence of that. We have contradictory evidence.
What's the contradictory?
The contradictory evidence would be, for instance, that the number of people who are said to leave Egypt would be more than the total population of Egypt at the time. We also have no records of such a large portion of, I mean, even if we pull down the number of these Jewish slaves, we know that there were Jews in Egypt.
Were any of them slaves?
Some were, but not in the way that it's portrayed in the Bible, where they're basically all second grade citizens and slaves. That's not the way Egypt worked. That they didn't have an economy based upon slavery, like, for instance, Rome had. Slavery was relatively uncommon in Egypt, and I say relatively, I mean compared to other city-states and nation-states at the same time. There were slaves, yes, but a very small portion of people. And then we also have, so according to the Bible, Pharaoh goes after the Hebrews, and him and his entire army is swallowed by the water. We have no record whatsoever of a Pharaoh perishing in even a way similar to that. We have.
I'm not sure tomorrow. Steven's having a show called Atheism. Is it real? You're just mad at God. That's what he said. It's a challenge to all the atheists.
He's such a Hovendite. It's ridiculous.
But Claude said he banned
are these people really real who don't believe in a God? There has been atheists since there were humans, since religion. There's always been people, even though there weren't a name for it. There's always been people who didn't share the beliefs that others had. So.
Oh yeah, he's his challenge, but Claude said he banned all the atheists. How could you challenge them? They take their challenge up, like Claude.
Yeah.
And he even banned you.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, Aidan was supposed to ask about that next time.
Yeah, 80 could go on there and take him on, I guess. That'd be funny.
Yeah, they banned me before I even had, and to me it's so silly because several of them have interacted with me on multiple occasions. Not on their channel, of course, but when Mark had his streams the year before, and also with you here and on Father Charles' channel. I'm not the kind of person who goes on to start an argument.
Yeah.
I'm not the person who goes on. I mean, there's no secret that I don't like Stephen, but I wouldn't go on his channel to just tell him off and call him names, and that's not something I do. That's not something I have ever done. But how would they know when they don't let me in?
Yeah. Well, what if, yeah, you never did that. You're very nice and polite.
No, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you should treat people with respect, and at least, even if the person doesn't maybe deserve respect because they have acted in a way that they have burned their respectful bridges.
Oh.
And I mean bridges like you have.
What about the London bridges where they're falling down?
They are falling down all the time, everywhere. Yeah.
What about
I
this?
heard.
Looping, take on you and me. Oh,
Oh, I love your singing.
thank you. Crazy. Well, do you remember that time Wesley was on here? He was keeping calling Mark Allah. He said, "Okay,
Yeah.
Allah."
Oh, that was so funny. That was so funny. And you are Allah. No, my name is Mark Andrew Stoney.
He said, "What did he call you, Allah?"
No one has called me that.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
All right.
He's a
What will you do?
character, Wesley.
What do you do if the clips happen and all the SC demons come out and try to get you?
Well, I guess I would dress up in all plastic and keep inside.
Okay. But would you have Scott Kettle to come over?
If I would have Scott Kettle, what? Do what?
You guys could come over there and he can build up, put the wood on the door, keep the ST demons from breaking in.
Ooh, good idea. Yeah.
He could destroy them with his bare hands.
I bet he can. I'm sure of it.
One day you get married and had a kid, would you name him Aiden?
Wouldn't that be kind of mean to the rest of you?
I don't know. You could name Aiden, Mark. That'd be represent both marks.
Aiden, Mark, Big Bad Mama, Logan, Ghost, Charles, Faithful, Missing Mod. I mean, it adds up.
It's crazy. Do you think do you think Partridge ever really had an announcement?
I don't know. Maybe he decided to go about it a different route. Or maybe his announcement was something like, I've started to grow carrots on my front porch. And now the carrots died because he didn't water them. So he has nothing to announce anymore. Maybe. I don't know. Could be.
What if what if would you ever debate Stephen over Ron Wyatt?
No. Because I mean, first of all, I'm not the debater kind of. I mean, I have arguments for sure, but the whole structured, nah. No, I don't think I would be very good at it. I get easily, because I have PTSD, I easily get overwhelmed and triggered, and I mean triggered like PTSD triggered. And when it comes to Stephen, even if I were someone who did debates, I wouldn't debate him because I know he wouldn't respect me at all. Simply not just because I'm an atheist, but also because I'm a woman. He has shown that already. So, no.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's not your fault. It's Steven's.
Whoever passes not dead. No, sir. What if Professor Pants turned out to be Lupin?
I would be super surprised. Because then Lupin sounded very much like the Crystal Methodist. Mm-hmm.
What do you do if the Sinjik happened and then we all disappeared?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. First of all, I think I would say, oh, dang, I was completely wrong. Unfortunately, there wouldn't be anyone to tell.
Oh, you serious?
So, well, I don't know. I guess I would check who. So I already have a kind of a measuring stick to know. So if you were still on Earth, then I knew the rapture hasn't happened. Because we all know that if there were a rapture, I mean, no God mind would want to spend time in heaven and not have you there. That's a given. That's a given. But then, like, maybe they would take Mark and Professor Pants is left behind.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But what if
Or Big Bad Mama goes, but Claude is still here.
What if they take Stephen and Achilles?
Oh, then I go up and rescue you from heaven.
Okay, thank
you. Yeah.
But what if it turns out you're an angel lady?
Well, that would be kind of funny, actually. I won't go into why, but I wouldn't. I mean, I would be a bit surprised, but I would be surprised because I didn't know. Yeah, a lot of things to be surprised about, for sure.
What if they
But it
just...
would confirm a kind of strange dream I had many, many, many years ago. So I wouldn't have to claim my own cloud for a while, so I could sit and ponder that part.
What if they just take Achilles and Stephen? Will you do that?
I would go to DAL and put Kent in a packet with like brown paper around it and write the address like God, heaven, rapture, and send him up. And then I would make DAL into a woman's shelter for women and cats. And it would be awesome.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But what about, would it be both male and female cats or just female cats?
No, both male and female cats.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about papa dogs?
Yeah, they would have to be in another part of it, but I couldn't turn down a little puppy dog who didn't have a home.
What
But they
about
would have to be separate from the kitties.
the AJ dog? Mark, not Mark. Kent has it. He would be out of home.
Oh, he would, of course, he would have to stay there. Yeah, can't put it. It's not his fault. He's Kent's dog.
Oh.
Kent doesn't even like dogs. He for sure doesn't love them, but he doesn't even like them.
Oh. He doesn't seem to like anyone, not even himself.
I know. That is true.
Oh, what if
That
Kent
is
like
true.
life has changed when enough? Oh. But how you been today? You been all right?
Yeah, I've been great.
Oh, that's good.
I've been great. Yeah, I'm very happy.
Oh, that's good. Did you had a good Easter?
I did.
Do you get any Easter candy?
I did I bought for myself.
Oh.
I did. And then I ate it all by myself.
Oh no.
I wouldn't have eaten it all by myself if someone were here to share with, but I was alone, so. And I couldn't let it spoil, of course, because candy spoils very fast if you don't eat it.
Sorry, I've been on here for an hour. It's alright if I shut it down.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry
I'm just glad it's always okay. It's always okay. But I'm really glad that you have had streams both yesterday and today. I miss your streams.
Oh, thank you.
I like to go on Charles' streams too, but yours are different, and I like it.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, and have an awesome rest of your
You're always
evening.
welcome on here.
Thank you.
Have a
You're
good
so
and safe
kind.
day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.